So is Shadow High really canceled? Now, I've been seeing all over Instagram, people have been talking, saying that Shadow High might be canceled. And it's an interesting topic, but in today's video, I kind of want to talk about Shadow High overall, like as their own kind of line. And then I also want to discuss them getting canceled, why they may be. Now, this is not confirmed, at all. This is just, speculation. This is just from like people looking at sales and things like that. This is not set in stone that Shadow High is ending, but it's something I would like to discuss. But before we hop in though, please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. And let's go ahead and get right into this video.
I'm the manager. Who the fuck are you?
Okay guys, so here we go with our first 6 Shadow High dolls that we ever got. Now these dolls were definitely a moment. The whole grayscale thing was a moment. I remember when we first seen pictures of these, like when I very first got them, like it's so crazy like looking at them because they almost look like they have like a filter on them. Like it's so weird, it's hard to explain. Now if you don't know, Shadow High is a spin-off line from Rainbow High. Okay, so here goes 2 of my Shadow High dolls. I just kind of want to show you what they look like compared to like the Shadow High dolls. Looks like it definitely looks kind of crazy looking at them right next to the Rainbow High dolls. Because the Rainbow High dolls, they have like real skin tones and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these, like they're black and white. So they don't have natural skin tones for real. And as far as I'm concerned, the Rainbow High dolls are doing pretty well. Like I think series 4 did pretty good. But I guess the sales on the Shadow High dolls have not been as good. I've seen people say that like they stopped stocking them in their stores, like they don't be seeing them. I mean, I still see them in my stores, like almost every freaking store I go to, like they're always there on the shelves. But people are saying like they don't see them on shelves anymore. And it's interesting, like I don't know, I could see why a kid would go into a store and probably pick a Rainbow High doll over a Shadow High doll. Why I probably would have wanted Shadow High dolls as a kid. I probably would have liked both, to be honest. But I don't know, it's just like I can see why a kid would go for this because they're more colorful, like they stand out. They look like, just regular people, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, just the clothing, the colors, the vibe. I feel like maybe a kid could like look at a doll like this and relate to it a little bit more than like the black and white ones. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I genuinely like both lines. I feel like, they kind of go hand in hand for me. However, like they are very different. I do like the whole darker vibe with Shadow High, but I think Rainbow High is still fun and colorful. Like, I feel like it just all depends on like which you prefer. But I guess kids maybe are going for these a little bit more than those. I don't know. And maybe that's why we got colors later on, which we're going to talk about. It kind of makes me wonder, does G3 have something to do with this, or was this happening before G3? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's interesting. I remember being so wowed by the thought of like grayscale dolls like with Rainbow High, because Rainbow High provides really good quality when it comes to dolls. So to be able to see this on black and white dolls was really everything. It was definitely a moment. And even like when it came to the promotion for them, like the whole Rainbow High account and the whole Shadow High account kind of going back and forth was a really good promotion. I feel like it was funny, even though we know like it's kind of the same people just kind of posting back and forth. There are some things that Shadow High introduced that we hadn't seen before, like the longer nails on the dolls. Heather even has like a ring on this finger. Heather had like rings in her hair. I could definitely see why Heather was the favorite, for sure. I could see why Heather is the fan favorite. But yeah, she has like rings in her hair, and her makeup was so different. Like, I don't know. I feel like these dolls were very fun. And when I think of a black and white, like grayscale doll, I always think like collector doll. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because that's the only time I've ever seen black and white dolls. I haven't really seen too many like just sitting on store shelves. So it was definitely something different for the time. Considering most of the doll lines we have now are, when these came out, were very colorful, like LOL, and then you got Rainbow High, and then like all these Barbie, like I don't know, they're all so colorful. So to see this like really stood out on the shelf to me. And what's actually surprising is there are some people who prefer the Shadow High dolls over the Rainbow High. There's some people who don't really like Rainbow High like that. And then when Shadow High came out, they were all for it. Some people didn't like the really vibrant colors and big animated faces. But then when Shadow High came out, the girls were really eating it up. So while Shadow High had their little moment to kind of tie in the two, that's when we got Ainsley Slater. Now, Ainsley Slater was a character at Rainbow High, like, since the beginning. Like, she's always been there. Since the very first episode, Ainsley was there. She never got a doll. Everyone wanted an Ainsley doll because we had an Avery. And on top of that, like, Ainsley was kind of the only one at Rainbow High who did, like, wear, like, a lot of black. So the girls were definitely wanting an Ainsley doll. I like how they used like Shadow High as a way to like bring us the Ainsley doll. Like, I don't know, the whole her transferring thing, like I feel like it just made it this huge moment, like because she transferred, she literally switched up out of nowhere. Like we knew what was happening because we had seen the Ainsley leaks from like a while ago, like the listings and stuff like that. So we kind of already knew, but I don't know, I feel like it was the perfect way to like give Ainsley her moment. And then she's just like, you know, I feel like I belong at Shadow High. She thinks she kind of fits in more there. And I mean, she kind of does. She really does, to me, in my opinion. I think she really fits in. Like, even with how, like, different she is, considering, like, she has a more natural skin tone. Looks different, but I feel like she just kind of fits in. So, yeah. I really do like her outfit, though. She comes with, like, 4 outfits in total, I believe, and they're all black and white. Like, except for one, I think, has a little bit of purple incorporated into it. But for the most part, all of her outfits are black and white. And her hair is just black and purple, as you can see. I don't know. I feel like she really does fit in with the Shadow High dolls, though. Like, I don't ever feel weird displaying her next to them. So, yeah, that's kind of just who she hangs with. So around the same time Ainsley came out, that's when we got the twins. So the twins are the very first Shadow High characters we had seen in the show. They were the ones who kind of broke into Rainbow High and was just like causing issues, starting problems, girl. And then at the end, they're like, you know, we're coming for you guys. We're coming for you. So yeah, the whole Shadow High, very first few Shadow High episodes were everything, because I just remember like being like so like shook. They're so much more like edgy in a way and kind of like mean and like they're real aggressive. It was just something we had never seen before. So I don't know, seeing them was just everything. And then not only are they amazing in the show, the dolls are so pretty. So like I was saying with nails earlier, these dolls have really long nails. Hers just have purple tips and her have pink tips. Yeah, the outfits are like amazing. This is our first time getting introduced to fabric boots, which is a whole moment. Like, what other Playline doll do you know has fabric boots? Oh, wait. Right. Okay, yeah. The dolls are amazing. This is our very first time like ever getting like a mouthpiece for a doll. Veronica comes with a piece of bubblegum that actually comes out. Oh, this is Naomi and Veronica Storm, by the way, if I didn't say that already. But this is our first time really seeing some real kind of color in Shadow High. Even like as you see like the makeup is colorful, the nails, things like that. And then their color scheme is more oil slick. Even though like she has like a lot of purple like going on her outfit. Even their hair almost had like this kind of hot pink and teal color in there in both of their hairs, you can see. Oh, these dolls are so gorgeous, honestly. But yes, this is when we start to see a bit more color in Shadow High. Even the skin color, like their skin is like gray, kind of has like this slight purple tint to it. Like, hold on, let me see if I can pull up another doll just so you can see like what I mean. Yeah, like her skin is like slightly like purple. And, like both of them have that. Like I said before, the rainbow makeup, the color, like yeah, this is our first time seeing a bit more color in Shadow High, but they're still dark enough. I kind of feel like they still do stick to that dark aesthetic for sure. So next we have Neon Shadow, and as you can see, this is where things started to get really colorful. You know what I'm saying? So compared to like, hold on, let me show you. Just like with Naomi, I feel like each one of these definitely has like color in their skin. Like Mara's a bit more of a pink, and then Harley's a bit more of a green, and then Uma has a bit more of a blue kind of skin. I feel like it's cute though. It definitely brings something different to the table as far as Shadow High, considering it was supposed to be like, you know, just whole black and white, super dark aesthetic. I still feel like it kind of stays true to the dark aesthetic, but you know, you are getting a bit more color here, and like it's I don't know. I feel like the whole neon thing makes it fun though. But you know, this wasn't where the colors stopped. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the costume ball dolls. Right here I only have one right here. There's also Eliza. I actually do have her, and Demi. I don't have Demi yet, but I'll show you like pictures, and I think I have some video clips of Eliza I'll include in the video. But yes, then you got them. Eliza, she's pretty much all white, so I feel like she kind of fits in with the aesthetic pretty well. But then you have Demi, who's pretty dark herself too. She has very like light pink skin, if I recall correctly, but I still feel like she has a really, really dark vibe. But as you see, they kind of kept the color going with her, and then now is also carrying over into Shadow High Series 2. We've seen like some leaks here and there, and there's definitely color incorporated into them. And I wouldn't say they're like neon shadow colorful, but I mean, they definitely have some colors going on with them. Are they gonna keep getting more colorful? Are we gonna eventually get more? I personally do want more black and white dolls. I do understand how all black and white dolls could possibly like get boring. I can understand how you wouldn't vibe with that after so long, but I don't know. I kind of hope that they don't like completely drop the whole black and white thing. I know there's a few inside Shadow High Series 2, like kind of like Glitch. She has a bit of a darker aesthetic, and oh my gosh, what is the boy's name? I can't remember his name right now, but I think he's like Chanel Onyx's sister, the girl back there. But yeah, I don't know. I like Shadow High. I hope they do continue making more dolls. I feel like if they do like completely like chop Shadow High, I feel like I can appreciate Shadow High for what it was. So if they were to end it, you know, I wouldn't be too mad. However, I would like to see more Shadow High. But also, I was talking to a few friends, and I was like, I kind of brought up the idea, like, what if they, you know how Pacific Coast was their own school, and how Shadow High was their own school? I was saying, like, what if they continue to like give us one-off lines of like different, like go like different schools and everything? I would like that actually. I feel like that would be pretty cool, as long as we don't completely forget about the original girls, you know what I'm saying? As long as we keep them involved and stuff, I wouldn't mind seeing like different schools. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe if Series 2 of Shadow High does really well, then maybe they'll keep doing Shadow High. I would love to see more, but then again, like I said before, if they decided to stop it and like, you know, I don't know, decide to focus on our original girls again, or even like throw in different schools every once in a while, like in some way, that would be pretty cool. This is really just a video of me rambling, talking about Shadow High. Love the girls, okay? Love the girls. But I want to hear your opinions and your thoughts on maybe why Shadow High might, you know, be getting canceled, you know, just allegedly. Allegedly. We don't know anything yet, but, you know, we're going to see what happens. But I would like to hear all you guys' thoughts and opinions down below. Please let me know if you guys like this video by giving it a thumbs up down below. Make sure you guys comment and subscribe. And also turn on my post notifications so you guys can notify when I post again. Make sure you guys are always being yourself and staying true to who you are, because you are yourself that at least. Peace, y'all.